Hey guys, how are we doing? Welcome to the news update here on Buzzing Pattaya. And to this week, what I'm doing is I'm going to change the format slightly. I really welcome your feedback as to where you think the news edition should go. I do this every week, and what I have been doing is I've been featuring a lot of the more main news talking points, things that I think maybe you should be aware of. But what I want to do today is I'm going to talk about nice things, things that are happening in the future, and things that might concern you when you come out here. So, I really would like your guidance on this. Please, if you do watch the news on a regular basis, what kind of information would you like from me? Where do you think I should take this? Because remember, guys, my whole focus, this is a community. It's my channel to give back to you what you're looking for. So please help me, guys. Drop an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com. Let me know what you think on this kind of style rather than the style it's been for the last couple of months. All right, so one thing I am going to change is you're not going to have to look at me, so I'm going to put some nice overlays on of random walkabouts I've been doing recently, so there you go, you can have a look at that. So what's going on this week? This week, it's a busy month, it's a busy week. This week, tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is Loy Krathong. Now, if you don't know about Loy Krathong, it's an incredibly important ceremony that the Thais perform. Loy means water, Krathong is like a container, basket kind of thing. And what they do is Loy Krathong is a very spiritual festival for the Thai people. What they do is they make these floats, and they put the float in there, they put candles, they put money, they put hair from the body or fingernails. And when they float this into the water, they believe that what they're trying to do is get good karma. They're trying to get rid of any of the bad that's happened the last year, and that they are hoping that the year ahead will be far more beneficial and much more enjoyable and bring them good luck. So if you are here and you are in a relationship, or you have found a newfound friend for the evening and you want to win some bonus points, take them to any area in the city that has water, mostly Beach Road. I mean, Beach Road, obviously you got the sea there, but it gets really, really congested. It really does, as does Jomtien and Pratamnak. So if you want a lot more sort of calmer version, maybe head up to Lake Mapachan up on the east side of Pattaya. They do hold concerts, so you'll find there's lots of music going on. All the food vendors will come around from miles around to sell their wares. I will make a video of this. I will show you what it is, and I'll bring the video out very soon to show you what Loy Krathong is all about. But to be fair, if it's something you've never experienced, it's worth having a wander around. If it's something you're used to, well, then you know what to expect. And it's just a really nice, peaceful, calm festival. A lot of the girls will dress up in traditional Thai costumes, dating back centuries. So, you won't be surprised if you see the girls walking down in these really long, very pretty, very beautiful dresses, carrying big bouquets of flowers on these Loy Krathong floats. So that's what's coming up tomorrow. So be prepared, especially if you're here in the city centre. It really is going to be very, very busy down on Beach Road. It will probably be more of a standstill than anything else. So just be aware, guys, that that's what's coming up tomorrow. Also this month being November, November on the 26th and the 27th, we have the Pattaya International Firework Display. I have to say, I've mentioned it a couple of times, this really is an incredible event. If you're into fireworks, you're going to love it. If you're not into fireworks, you're going to love it. If you've never been here before and seen it, you're going to love it. Basically, it's a 2-day, it's a competition where people from representing countries all around the world will come, and they will put on what they consider to be their best firework display. What I will say to you is a few things. Number one, if you go down onto the beach, you are going to be charged to sit down on the beach. Most of the vendors there will put all their chairs out, and they will charge you 100 baht to sit down to watch the firework display. If you don't want to pay, alternatively, you can stand on the pavement there. You can simply just stand and you'll see it. I would say if you're not very comfortable standing for long periods of time, you may want to consider just coughing up and paying for the chair. The firework display takes about 2 hours from beginning to end, but it's very, very impressive. One of the other aspects you might want to consider is a lot of the rooftop bars. People like the Horizon, the Holiday Inn, Siam Design Hotel, up at the Pattaya sign. A lot of these places are incredible viewpoints. The restaurants, they will charge you a ticket, and most of them will offer something like a free buffet, or well, not free, you're going to pay for it, but a buffet, maybe some discounts on their drinks. And when you get up onto the high point and look down, it really is just breathtaking. The firework displays, As a kid, I'm sure you've all been to firework displays where you stand there with a sparkler in your hand and a couple of rockets go off and you're going, ooh, wow, that was good. This is a whole different level. Those of you that have been, guys, drop your comment below. What do you actually think of the firework display that they host here in Pattaya? It really is fantastic. It's incredible. So have a look there. If you don't want to be sitting down on the beach, maybe you want to go to some of these high-rise buildings, these hotels. They offer incredible viewpoints. It really is fantastic. Make sure you charge your camera or you charge your phone because you'll want to video this. I will do a video of it and bring that out for you as well in case you're not here and you miss it. There are also a few boats. You can go out on a boat. There's a lot of private hire available. There's quite a few ferry boats that will come out. They will sit in the bay. And again, you know, they offer a package with food and drink, and you can sit in the bay in an area there and watch the display from there as well. So you've got quite a lot of options regarding the firework display, and it really is, as I've said many times already, and I won't get bored saying it, it really is a fantastic event. Go down there, have a look, 2 days, 26, 27, go and see what all the fun is, and trust me, you'll have a good time. Remember, just like Loy Krathong, it's going to be heaving down on the beach. They haven't had this now, so I'm sure there's a lot of people queuing up to get down there. All the food vendors will be down there. There'll be live concerts, music, all that kind of stuff going on. So be prepared. It will be busy. Now, I just want to cover this because this is something that's very important. Right now, we are under a 2 a.m. closure. And a nightclub called As Friends in LK Metro decided to extend those hours of their own decision. And consequently, they were raided. I think it was about 4 o'clock in the morning they were raided and the police have closed them down. And also, they'd taken all the people that were inside away. You've got to understand, guys, that no matter how much we may or may not like it, right now, 2 a.m. is far better than what it has been. And at 2 a.m. in the morning, now I know some of you are night owls, you like to go out at like 10 o'clock at night and party through till 4 in the morning, go to sleep the morning off and spend the afternoon out doing your thing. That's cool, no dramas. But what I will say is one thing, don't get caught in these venues, guys. If you get caught, you are liable to get a fine, you're liable to open up a whole can of worms because they know that you're legally breaking the law. It's 2 a.m., guys. Come out, have fun, enjoy yourself. Just don't put yourself in the firing line because if you do get caught, and it's inevitable because people will tell the police that, oh, such and such has got his bar open, all that kind of stuff goes on here. If you do get caught, you may well be in a hot water. So is it really worth it? 2 a.m. in the morning? I mean, I'm tucked up in bed at 9 p.m. So for me, it's a winner for me. But anyway, but what I'm saying, guys, please be very careful. And on the back of that, there's been a few raids where they haven't worried about the time, but they've gone in and they've stopped all the foreigners and they've been looking at, are you on overstay or is there a warrant out for your arrest? So what I would suggest is this, guys. Always carry a copy of your passport and your visa stamp, particularly if you've got a mobile phone. Take a photo of it and put it into your phone. You've always got it in your pocket then, no matter whatever time of day or night they stop you, you are able to produce a copy of your passport and you're also able to produce your stamp, your visa stamp to say, yes, I am entitled to be in the kingdom. If you don't, then they will take you down to the station. You will be then escorted back to your room to go and get your passport and your visa. And it is going to be a laborious and long and winded operation that you're going to have to go through. So for ease of purposes, you know, some people like to take a laminated copy and put that in their passport. Put that in their wallet. That works as well, guys. It's not a problem. If you don't want to go to those lengths, just simply take a photograph. Put the photo on your phone, keep it on your phone, and then when you do get stopped, you can produce it straight away. 99.9% of the time, the police will say, yep, that's fine, thank you very much, and pass you on your way. You might get the odd one, very rare, but you might get the odd one say, no, I want to see the real thing, and you think, oh, here we go. But it does happen occasionally, not very often, but it does happen. But at least if you've got it on your phone, you've got a massive chance of just being able to say, there you go, buddy, have a look, thank you very much, and on you go. But what I will say, though, is please, you know, these extended hours that you may or may not stumble across, they're not legal. It's a 2 a.m. hard closure. What they are doing is they are looking at it right now while we speak. They are looking at meetings and discussing the possibility to extending it to 4 a.m. And I think what will happen is eventually they will do this. Maybe not in November, maybe by the 1st of December, ready for Christmas for the high season, whatever the high season may be. And I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, I think that it will happen, but it's just not happening right now. So please, guys, do yourself a favor, just stick to the rules. It's just not worth it. For an extra hour's drinking, it really isn't worth it, because at the end of the day, it could land you in hot water. And let's face it, you don't want to spoil your holiday just for an extra couple of beers. It's not worth it. Now, I just said to you about the high season. I've got to say, the city is definitely getting busier. It really is. We did a bar crawl the other day. 51 people came. It was fantastic. We ended up splitting the bar crawl. We had a great time. It really was just such an enjoyable evening, and we had a great laugh. And the vibe in the city right now is good. If you're thinking of coming out, guys, don't hesitate. Don't listen to the handful of doom and gloomers and all the negativity out there. Ask the guys that are out here. Jump on our Discord channel and have a look on Discord. And just pose the question. You don't even need to ask. You can see the trip reports that people post. You can see the activity in the rooms. People saying, I went and did this. It was brilliant. I went down there last night. It was rammed. I went to this bar. I couldn't get in. It really, really is incredibly busy. It's getting better and better. No, it's not like it used to be. It's not packed to its capacity. But nevertheless, it's still a good time. It really is. So please, guys, it just seems a shame that some of you people are getting put off coming out here purely because of a guy that says, oh, well, I went there and it wasn't as busy because there wasn't like 5,000 guys walking around in every square kilometre. Instead, there was only 1,000. Well, at the end of the day, it still is a great time to come out here. You won't be disappointed. You can still have a fantastic time. One thing I want to talk to you about is about the prices. Now, I've covered this in a lot more detail in a video that's coming out very soon. I want to just update you on this. Very, very briefly, because I go into it in detail when I'm down on Jomtien Beach, and that video will be out very soon. But the bar fine prices are a little bit high right now, as are the costs of evening entertainment. And like I say, I'm just going to skim over it, but the reason being is the bar fines are high because the bars right now, even though it's busy, and yes, there are still plenty of girls here working in the bars, you're not going to be stuck for choice, but there isn't the same amount as it used to be. And the girls have been very reluctant, some of them, because they've made a fortune on things like OnlyFans and these knights in white armor that are sending them all this money. So they're very reluctant to return. They don't want to return. And so therefore then the bars are struggling to keep girls. And what that's done in turn is bars are paying girls more. The girls are going to the bars that pay more. It's just a no-win situation right now. But having said that, it's not extortionately overpriced. I mean, it's a lot more than it used to be. But you're still going to be within your budget. You're still going to have a good time. Just be aware that when you do come over here, if you come over here, you're not going to be finding the 200 or 300 bar fines anymore. They're few and far between, and your 1,000 bar entertainment is now at least double that. But nevertheless, you will have a good time. I just want to give you a heads up so you understand that when you do come out here, things are slightly different. In terms of things being different, I get asked a lot about the Buzzing Bar. The Buzzing Bar, I've got to say, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody. All of you that come out here, you come into the bar, it's just gone from strength to strength. It really has. It's been incredible, completely unexpected. And I can only but just tip my hat to you and say thank you so much indeed for all of your support, guys. It's been fantastic. We've got about 12, 14 girls now that are working every night. Obviously, we've got our service staff, the pool table there. It really has been it's been just so enjoyable to see the bar develop and become almost kind of like what I wanted it to be, which was a meeting point. We seem to get a lot of guys come in, they meet, they'll get to know each other, they'll have a few beers and they go. Now at the time of making this video, we have an offer on between 6 and 8 p.m. All local Thai beers are 39 baht. So that's a fairly good reason to come out and start your night off. Like I said, it finishes at 2 a.m. now, so come out a bit earlier and enjoy the whole night rather than half the night into the early hours of the morning. But the point being is the Buzzing Bar is getting better and better. So thank you so much indeed for that. Now, behind the Buzzing Bar, we have Escape Nightclub. Now, some of you have been, we get some really fantastic glowing reports, to be fair, and I'm not being biased, I'm being honest. We've had 1 or 2 issues, which we've dealt with, but in general, 99% of the time, the feedback is positive. We have on average between 20 to 25 girls. We're nowhere near the capacity we want to be. And as I've mentioned earlier about the bar fines and the cost of expenses, we're not likely to get that way for a few months to come yet, I would imagine. Maybe even towards next year, this time next year, simply because it's very, very hard to recruit. We've even been to agencies and they've promised us the world and delivered us a square root and nothing. It's really been awful. But having said that, you know, Escape Stevens, as always, his fingers on the pulse. He's always thinking forwards rather than looking behind. We've now got a jacuzzi. Got a jacuzzi in the go-go there. It's a huge jacuzzi, more like a swimming pool. But anyway, we've got that in there, which is great fun. We put some more podiums up for the girls to be able to dance. So again, that's an opportunity there to watch the girls dancing. We've still got the bed in the Agogo, but that's over by the far side, so you can have a wander over there if you want. And it really is a good vibe. We've got good music now. It's at a very good level. We've got a meter there that reads the level to make sure it's not too loud, you can't speak. And as I say, you know, we have between 20, 25 girls every night. It really is a good vibe. So if you haven't been into Escape, come along, check it out. You know, you never know, you might enjoy yourself. And like I say, those of you that come into the Buzzing Bar, thank you so much indeed, because it is getting busier and busier, and it really is fantastic to see this happen. So thank you so much indeed. All right, where are we now? I think that's about it for this week. Yeah, I've done the closure, I've done Loy Krathong, fireworks. The city's busier, prices are a bit higher, you know why. Remember, the video's coming out soon about that. The Buzzing Bar Escape and 2 a.m. closure. So that's about it really, guys. Like I say, you know, this is a trial video. I really don't know what to do in terms of, do I go back to the old format where I talk about things that have been happening and the doom and gloom, which is one of the reasons why I never actually read the news. I don't like the news because it's always negative and it's always problem after problem after problem. So I tried to stay away from it, but then I thought, well, let's do the news channel for you guys and update you on what's going on here. So I could spend a bit more time looking at future events. I could dig around and find things that are going to happen and explain them to you and give you a heads up and say to you, look guys, this is what's going on this week, next week or this month. But really it's down to you guys. I don't know, what do you think? Where do you think the direction of the news channel should go? I'm going to do the news every Monday, and I just really want to try and figure out what you think is the best way forward, because at the moment I'm kind of like wandering around in the dark and I don't really know. So guys, please drop an email 247pattaya@gmail.com or drop a comment below. Where do you think this channel should go for the news on a Monday? What do you want? Do you want what's coming up, what's going ahead, or would you like to review what's happened the last week? Maybe we do a bit of both. I don't know. It's really down to you guys as to what you want to do. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed for watching, as always. Please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Please jump on Discord. It's going from strength to strength. 19,400 members in there now. A great resource for finding out information if you've never been here. A great resource for sharing your experiences if you have been out here. There's lots of information on the bars and the girls that are currently working, etc. So have a look on that. It's totally free of charge. Doesn't cost you a single penny. It really is a fantastic platform. And if you'd like to support the channel and the work that I do here, there is a link in the description below. Membership starts from as little as 89p a month. That's it from me, guys. Thank you so much indeed for watching. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.